Hey, yo, what is going on, you guys? Tucker here, bringing you a brand new video today. Today, I'm going to be showcasing my Pixie High Evo list with Hope Summers, and this list goes freaking crazy. We have enough mix-ups in here to get the maximum value out of Pixie, and of course, I'm going to say this for all future reference. Run Mobius in your Pixie lists. You can thank me later. It's going to make sure you're able to get all of your lower cost cards to remain lower cost, and all the cards you shuffled the cost with. I know it says swap, but it's more of a shuffle interaction for your bigger cards are going to be able to maintain that lower cost value as well, and it just flows absolutely flawlessly. And let's get into the deck breakdown. This right here is going to be the deck we are going to be showcasing today. I'm going to go into on this next slide and break down each card individually, and the deck code will also be down below in the description. First and foremost, we're going to start off with the Wasp here. The Wasp is a 0 cost card, so of course to get maximum Pixie value, you can swap your Wasp's energy cost because it's more of a shuffle. It's not going to be a one-for-one swap at all the times, you know, and especially if you have multiple 6 costs in here, it's possible they might shuffle with each other as well. But you have Wasp in this list to potentially get one of your bigger cards to be a lesser cost, a 0 cost. And Wasp is overall another great card, of course, just to have in high Evo with the ability to negate 1 power from your opponent's side of the board. And it's for free, pretty much. So, like, it just allows you to also maintain more of the power bump you would get with your Sunspot, your Misty Knight, and with your Hulk as well, because you're not spending that energy as well. So you can get that +2 on the Hulk, whatever extra energy you didn't spend on the Sunspot, and the extra 1 plus energy with Misty Knight. We have Sunspot in this list as well, because you're going to be rotating so much energy in and out of your deck. Sunspot gets maximum value here. It pairs really well with the Misty Knight, pairs really well with the Hulk, with She-Hulk, with Wasp, of course, too, like we were just talking about. Sunspot just absorbs all the energy you're not using, so it allows you to be able to make the most out of that. And, of course, it's a high Evo list. Why would you not have Sunspot in a high Evo list, right? Nebula over here is kind of to make sure your opponent always has to worry about another card in another lane. Nebula's ability is if an opponent does not play a card in here on this turn, she gets +2 power. So you can end up getting a big Nebula if your opponent just forgets about her, which is something they have to account for every single time. And because this is kind of more the original Slam High Evo, but we have slight aspects of control with it. You can maximize your Nebula lane with a Cyclops. It's another 1-drop that can swap energies with another card with Pixie. So I kind of have more 1-drops in this list than maybe most people might have in their lists. And then we got Misty Knight over here. Misty Knight, as we were saying, with High Evo, gives you +1 energy or +1 power to another card wherever they are on the board. Of course, it's random, but it makes use of not spending that extra energy because you're not going to be spending that extra energy anyways in order to buff your Sunspot or buff your Hulk. Be able to use your Cyclops interaction as well. So Misty Knight's a really good focal piece here, and another 1-cost card that can swap its cost with another big card. Of course, the big card we have in here, our focal point of this archetype, is going to be Pixie. Pixie shuffles the cost of all cards that started in your deck. So they have to be in your deck originally. Does not work with Thanos. Does not work with any rocks that have been put into your deck. Any Vibranium that's been put into your deck. The only way she works is the cards that started there originally. So it doesn't work with Mjolnir, doesn't work with Stormbreaker either. So that's why trying to make sure you have a list with a bunch of lower cost cards and some higher cost cards to have the potential to shuffle. It's definitely not as consistent as like a Mr. Negative, because Mr. Negative is always going to flip the energy and the power of cards every single time. Pixie sometimes will just hit the same cards over and over again. Not over and over again, but like a 6 cost might switch with another 6 cost. But you also get that opportunity where it's a 0 cost switching with a 6 cost. So it can get a little crazy there. And it's a lot of fun. This brought a lot of like just freaking a dopamine back to the game for me. Just being able to like see what I can pull off with Pixie just feels incredible. Then we got Mobius. Mobius is your bread and butter here. So I think Mobius and Pixie are 2 cards that really synergize together. It's kind of like a Sentry Annihilus package. Like you always pretty much play like Sentry with Annihilus, or you always got to worry about that interaction. And because Mobius, your cost cannot be increased. Let's say your Pixie does swap your 0-cost Wasp with your 6-cost Hulk. Your Wasp would then cost 6, and your Hulk would cost 0. But with Mobius, your Wasp would still cost 0, and your Hulk would cost 0. Because your values cannot be increased with Mobius, so they just synergize really well. And overall, Mobius is really good in the meta right now. With a lot of high Evo packages running rampant, it negates the She-Hulk. It also negates Death and Destroy. It negates other people's Pixies, so it's going to be like a pretty much a Mobius battle. Whoever draws Mobius first, who's going to counter the other person kind of thing. So he is absolutely essential in this list and really helps you just make sure you can prioritize, like maximize your Pixie usage. Of course, we have Cyclops in here. Cyclops is absolutely fantastic. He's a go-to high Evo card. Pretty much everyone, when you play high Evo, you play Cyclops. Cyclops allows you to make use of that energy you're not spending and dish -1 power to 2 different cards on a location, which just is crazy. The only way you can counter it is Luke Cage. It's not an reveal. It's just a flat stat line. It's a flat, just like text. So he goes crazy and allows you to maximize if you are floating your energy for your She-Hulk, if you're floating your energy for Hulk, Sunspot, Misty, vice versa. Cyclops goes crazy and can just negate so many cards. He's a 3/4, but he could turn into a 3/6, a 3/8, a 3/10, depending on how much you just are saving energy. He goes crazy. And then we also are using the Season Pass card in this deck as well. The crazy thing about using the Season Pass card is I wanted to have 2 alternate lines, okay? There's the Pixie line, and then there is the Hope Summers line. So, with Hope here, too, if you play a card on Hope, you get +1 energy on the next turn. And it counts for as many cards you play on Hope on that turn as well. So, if you were to play 3 cards on Hope on turn 3 or... yes, maybe turn 3. But if you were to play 3 cards on Hope on, turn 4, turn 5, maybe, you get +3 energy on the next turn. So, it's per card played on Hope equals the amount of energy you're getting on the next turn. I have it in here as a ramp card. So, let's say you don't get Pixie, but you still have She-Hulk, you have Hulk in your hand. You can do the interaction of playing a card on Hope on 4, skipping 5, and that'll allow you to have a free She-Hulk on 6 and drop your Hulk on 6. Or, because we're freaking crazy in this list, you could drop She-Hulk and Goliath if you have priority on this list. So this high Evo list is kind of more of a control/slam list. Kind of got a bunch of different alternate lines here to kind of throw things off. But yeah, Hope is really, really solid. Give you next energy to pump your Sunspot, be able to get your Cyclops interaction off, be able to play more cards later on in the game. She's absolutely fantastic. Great card. Season Pass card. Just chef's kiss. Of course, we have High Evo. High Evo has to be in this deck because he enables all the High Evo abilities. You're not necessarily playing High Evo unless you're playing maybe High Evo on 4 on curve to be able to do that interaction I was talking about for turn 6. But he works really, really well. Actually, his base card, you don't play him. You don't play the card. But, what he does for the deck is just incredible. Of course, you have Goliath. So, Goliath is another alternate line here. And in this list, actually, I'm using him for Pixie value. So, your opponent is more than likely going to be thinking you are running Infinite, She-Hulk, and Hulk. They are not going to be expecting you to run Goliath. Of course, you have to have priority for this card to work and be able to get the maximum efficiency out of this. But let's say your Goliath swaps with a Wasp. You have a 0-cost Goliath. And then you potentially have a 0-cost She-Hulk. And then you also have, your Hulk. So, the way I'm thinking about this, your Hulk swaps with a lower-cost card as well. And you can use your Goliath instead of, a Chimera or an Armor to kind of protect your Hulk from Shang-Chi because you guys know how relevant Shang-Chi is right now. So it just is another way to just, protect your cards late game or play earlier on because you know what your opponent's going to be playing. It just works. It just works, guys. She-Hulk, of course. What is a high Evo list also without She-Hulk nowadays, right? So, we don't have the magic interaction in this list. So we have the Pixie interaction to kind of account for the magic interaction, and we also have the Hope Summers to account for magic. Because you're getting that ramp to enable you to have that 6 energy to skip on turn 5. Or you may even get 6 energy to skip on some other turns too. And I mean, Magic's still prevalent in the meta too, so it's another card to kind of help you get your buff that way as well. The Sunspot value. I'm telling you, Pixie swapping with She-Hulk with any of these other costs, She-Hulk becomes 0 so often. It just works so well. Pumping energy throughout all the other cards, so you can get all your interactions, the Misty, the Sunspot, the Cyclops, the Hulk. Get all of those just flowing through and everything too. Dropping on a She-Hulk and another 6 cost on 6. Dropping She-Hulk a little early. So you can have that priority for an Goliath later in the game. She-Hulk is just works so well in this list. And I mean, it's high Evo. Why would She-Hulk not work well, right? Of course, we know Hulk. Hulk gets +2 energy. If you do not spend energy on the turn before, he does have to be in your hand. And also in that current turn. It's a concurrent ability too. So Hulk can get pretty big. I know we're not running Infinite on this list, but at the end of the day, your Hulk can get as big as Infinite as well, as long as he starts in your hand. And it's something your opponent always has to account for. Are they running Hulk or are they running Infinite? And swapping a Hulk with a lot of these lower cost cards, so you can have that Hulk to slam down on the board really early. Also enables you to get this Goliath interaction off. And I like that more. So like with high Evo, normally like the She-Not list, people are running She-Hulk, Hulk, and Infinite, and a lot of people are doing that with the Hope Summers. I'm not a huge fan of having to like skip a turn entirely just to like play the Infinite to get that interaction work. I know it's 20 power, but I like the Goliath more because then I can play as many cards as I want every single turn. I can still do the ramp if I wanted to with Hope, but it's another mix-up, and like I don't have any like armor or Kair in this list, so having some more techy cards to kind of also like mess up my opponent is way more important, I feel like, to me. The more of a control kind of aspect to it. But yeah, that is the list of the cards that we're working with, and that is an explanation for it. Let's go ahead and let's jump into some gameplay. Moving into game number 1 over here. We are already infinite, so these are going to be post-infinite games. So I think this is going to be extra fun. We draw Mobius on curve. We have Sunspot as well. I like this. With Sunspot, we always want to contest Mojo World here. So we're going to go ahead and drop this early. And to also help us have some priority for later on in the game. We have drawn our big cards early, so that's not like the best thing for us. But we also get Mobius on curve. That's pretty good. So that means that'll negate their She-Hulk. I don't know if they're running Mobius or they're running Cyclops. That's fine. No She-Hulk for them, unless they rogue us. But we do have Pixie. Pixie could give us Goliath for cheaper. Because we still have Wasp, we still have Misty, we still have Cyclops, Hope, and High Evo. This is looking good. Okay, well, Shocker's not even going to work for him. So that's okay. And then I got Nebula middle. That goes off twice. That's fine. Sabretooth. Surfer. Honestly, some value there. Okay, 3 cost Hope. I think in this situation, I might just float to buff the Sunspot. I might play Hope next turn, potentially. It just really depends on what we draw here. I think we're going to get some good value. What is he? Oh, he's put a High Evo left already? Oh, I snapped this.
Oh, snap.
And we have High Evo, and we have Hulk. Like, this is just crazy. This always gets bigger than he has it on the left, so I win that lane. He doesn't get to float anything for She-Hulk. Yeah, leech. You can leech all you want, buddy. I'm here for this. Here for this. And extra energy, we just have Hulk. Yeah. We're chilling. Straight freaking chilling. Yep. Sweet. Good first game.
Victory.
The Mobius is so good. And see, like with Pixie there too, I was able to throw down a 0 cost High Evo. So that entire turn, I just dropped 18 energy. 18 energy in 1 turn is pretty crazy. All right, moving on to game number 2 over here. In that situation too, he locked himself out of Mojo World. So knowing that he couldn't win that lane, and having the Mobius down, so he wasn't able to do any like crazy She-Hulk plays, really is the main reason we won that game. So that's very good to know. Say hello. Why not?
Opponent snapped.
We have a really good hand, so whatever he's thinking here too. I have Hope on curve with Nebula and Sunspot. If we don't get Pixie, we're just gonna go do our alternate route here. So I like what we're working with. I just need a Mobius. And we're chilling. Xandar's pretty good. Can I get the Mobius? Oh, She-Hulk is pretty freaking saucy too. That's some sauce, bro. He gets Pixie on curve. I need Mobius. I'm telling you guys, need Mobius here. He probably has Mobius himself. Oh, good gravy. Oh, good gravy. Yeah, no, we're gonna do this to make him have to account for that lane. Moby? Jeff, no Mobius yet. Okay. There's our Mobius. Sweet. And now I can play Hulk. So Goliath's gone. Nebula. All right. I'm going to play Hulk middle. Got a lot of kind of tempo to work with here.
Hulk smash!
Evo, cool. And then I just do that. We probably snap back here, but I'm gonna take these 4. I'm gonna take these 4 cubes. If he's showing cheese in me middle, I cry a little bit, but I'm not honestly too worried about what's about to happen here.
Hulk smash!
Hate to see it, bro. I hate to see it. Like I'm telling you, the Mobius value like against a Pixie as well,
Victory!
when they don't have it, is insane. Insane. Let's go. Good 4. Good 4 cubes though. And that's like while you have the Hope interaction. So like we didn't get to play Pixie there, but having Hope in here allows you to get that Hulk out on curve. So they always have to play that Hulk lane because it's so big, and it helps really, really well in the mirror too. All right, we are headed into game number 3 over here. We're running into a lot of high Evo mirror matches, because like I feel like it's one of the main cards that people are using for Hope and using for Pixie overall. So definitely something I've been running into. We get a Pixie on turn 1. This is going to be crazy. Please give me a Mobius. Goliath? Okay. We can still make this work. We can still make this work. Pixie on 1 is pretty good. Allows us to maximize our hits, actually. A Pixie mirror matchup. Okay. I'm here for this. Let's see what we can cook over here, Starboy. Can I get a Mobius? Ooh, that's not great. That's a big Hope Summers, though. I think we're still okay. I'm not honestly worried about this right now. I just need Mobius. If I can't get Mobius, this is pretty bad. Pretty freaking bad. Need a Valir. Okay. 0 cost She-Hulk. Love that. Oh my goodness. Is that a 1 cost or a 0 cost She-Hulk? If it is Mobius, I'm going to go ahead and slam this down right now. In case he does have Mobius. So he always has to account for that. He's got Wasp. Okay. That's fine. We can make this work. We can still make this work. I have a 1 cost Wasp. Okay. We need Mobius on curve or we lose, probably. Probably lose. Magneto. Okay, is he just trying to get priority here? If he's just trying to get priority here, I can just Goliath this. And win with Goliath. I don't think he's got enough to do both lanes. So I know that's kind of lame, but it's just how the cookie's gonna crumble today. Took over priority. Mobius. Did we take over priority? Oh, we did. No, we didn't. I lied. If he doesn't play right, he can't play Infinite. He can still play Hulk. Can still play She-Hulk. I'll do it for 4.
Are ye worthy?
Doom rules
Oh, we win.
all.
Sweet.
Hulk smash!
Let's go. We just go through. We push through. He's running a different list than mine. The high Evo is just... I was expecting a Shang-Chi, but we'll take it. I didn't get the priority there to be able to get the Goliath off, but the Hulk was 20 power, so... 20 power Hulk will also go crazy for you, you know? Infinite who? We are headed into game number 4 over here, you guys. I'm liking that we're getting a lot of these Pixie matchups, so we can all see sort of like what other decks people have been making with Pixie and everything too. So like we've seen an on reveal deck, we've seen the high Evo deck, we've also run into just some high Evo mirror matches. We do have Mobius in hand. This is really good. If we are able to draw Pixie here, this is gonna be incredibly great for us. We've only drawn Hulk from our bigger cards. So we can still kind of get like a maximum Pixie value with still having She-Hulk and Goliath in the deck. So we're just hoping we draw Pixie a little early. Even if we don't draw Pixie early, if you draw her a little bit later and we have some of these other just like cards floating around, this will still be pretty freaking spicy for us. We're still getting the Sunspot value from soaking in these extra 2 energy here. But Mobius overall should help us against whatever our opponent here is going to be playing. So I like this. This is a really good start for us. Okay. Get some Mobius stuff over here. I'm thinking get some just Mobius value. I could move this for a bigger card, but I think with Mobius it's just better for us. Our opponent has not played anything yet on 3. So I'm not entirely sure what they're throwing down over here. Maybe a Corvus. Probably a Corvus. Or a Lady Sif, okay.
I am
Got some
reborn.
discard over here. So we gotta worry about an Apocalypse. That's okay. We don't get hit by the swarms though. So we don't have to worry about that swarm interaction. I'm gonna do this right here. Gambit would really stink, which he has Carmitage for Gambit, which is definitely something we always have to worry about here. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I think we can make this work. Oh, there's Corvus. Of course, it hits Apocalypse. So Apocalypse is just huge. And it hits Morbius. Okay. Not mad with that. Still have priority. Just has extra energy. Not a huge fan of this, guys, I'll be honest. I need to just kind of contest this a little bit. That's our main thing here. Collector Dracula. So he's going to do some MODOK. If I were to guess, he MODOKs. He has 7 energy. He could Blade and Apocalypse if he wanted to as well. Okay. No, we're good. We just have so much power spread out across the board. I don't think he could account for also us dropping a Hulk on another lane too. Another just great dub. Great dub. All right. We're headed into game number 5 over here. We were able to beat that discard matchup because we just scale much higher than discard does. Even though they had the extra energy, I guess they didn't have exactly what they needed to be able to maximize the value elsewhere. This is not great for us. Starting with rocks, man. Oh gosh, I don't like this. I do not like this, guys. Spider-Man. We do have hope though. We do start with Hulk. This could actually be pretty good, actually. Maybe, just maybe, we can make this work without the rocks. We are going to be able to showcase more hope here. So that's going to be awesome. So I'm going to be able to do the Hulk interaction. Green Goblin's a little mean. But I can still make this work. I do have that and this over here. So I could play Goliath or Hulk next turn if I wanted to. Electron curve for him, of course. Of course. And a rock, so homie's gonna have lots of energy.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Just go to the right. Oh, left. That's not fun. We're gonna go boom, boom. We're gonna get an extra 5 energy this next turn, so I'll have 9 energy, so I'll be able to play Hulk and She-Hulk here. This will be pretty good. Hulk and She-Hulk is a vibe. That is a freaking vibe. Or I could play She-Hulk and Goliath. Orvona, Black Widow. Or I have 11 energy. That's why I like to say I can't do my math. I can't do my freaking math. We are going to do this, and we're going to do that middle. So with the hope curve there, that is crazy. We can't lose middle now, so that's good. Yeah, I was about to say, we have so much.
Victory.
So much there, it's just not great. Not great. Let's go. Another solid one there. Here we freaking go. Game number 5 over here. That discard matchup was a little interesting. We just have so much more power to like just outscale what they're trying to do. If I can get a Mobius here, we snap turn 1 because we have Pixie in hand. Okay. Come on. This is looking good. This is looking pretty freaking good, my friends. I won't even lie. I won't even lie. Let's see what we can do over here. Nordor mentioned we do get Cyclops.
Opponent snapped.
Okay. They snap. I get Pixie down. If I get Mobius, we're going to be freaking straight chilling. Are they Pixie on curve? They get a Nord dimension on curve. Pixie. I'm telling you, everyone's playing Pixie now, bro. Everyone is playing Pixie. I just need Mobius. Mobius. A 6-cost Mobius is a crime. Well, actually, hold on. If I can get Mobius down here on curve. I mean, not here, but like. Ooh. Well. This is going to be interesting for him.
Snap.
Be very interesting for him. I get Hope, and I get to play this Mobius and this Jin out. Cyclops goes Burr. Hits twice to negate the Nebula over and over again. I like this. He could play Jeff in here if he wants to. If he wants to play Jeff, that's fine. It's totally fine with me. But I like what we're working with here. A Hulk, okay. Not worried about the Hulk. Not worried about the Hulk. Okay, so we're gonna go boom, boom, bop. We're gonna have this energy floating again. Off Hulk and Goliath. I'm gonna have +4. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Misty, okay. She-Hulk, fine. No more help with that for you. Extra energy on top of everything. It's kind of a 50-50 for him. I could do the Sunspot here and I get some value. Misty Knight might give me the most value. I think I play Hulk left. And I play Misty middle. Hulk left, Misty middle. And then Misty's going to actually help me over here. We're going to win right lane as well. For 8. Let's do it. We hit the Jeff. That's fine. Misty's going to help us. Misty doesn't help him.
Hulk smash.
Misty goes right for us, and we get this 8 cubes right here. Trust me, guys. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Did not do what we wanted to do. We don't have enough power either, right? 38. Tie? Oh, that's crazy. It's a good one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching the video today. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. As always, you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.